You've got to be kidding me. Already? The start of part 2? I literally just loaded up the save, clicked end turn, and quite a bit happened. The Hornburg under siege yet again. If Saruman gets involved in that... I still think Rohan will hold, but either way, they didn't hold up here. Rochburg has fallen, so well done Isengard there. But the most important bit is an invasion. A crusade of the dark powers has been called, and it is for, let me guess. Gotta be for Minas Tirith. Surely at this point, it's not done before Dale again. Where is that? Kirk Gathel. Oh. Oh, the capital, I believe. Yeah, the capital of the dwarves. The dwarves of Erebor. But not for Erebor itself. Okay, interesting. That could be quite an awkward bit to get to. Like, that's one of the most difficult settlements for them to reach right now. Surely Minas Tirith would be much better. Oh well. Bree and Dunland are now at war. Oh, poor Bree. Those poor hobbits. Yeah, Dunland they do share a border with. Well, Rohan held out yet again. Where's Saruman? Is Saruman dead? Did the AI throw him into the Battle of Hornburg and lost him already? That is quite possible. Quite a few powers joined the... what's it called? The Crusade, or whatever it's known as. Oh, the poor hobbits. Dunland swooped on through somehow. Took Longbottom. Ah, that's a loss for Breeland there. They've lost their Longbottom leaf. Oh no, how are they going to survive? Dol Guldur here is doing a 4th crusade. Yeah, this might be the goal all the way over here, but you know what, we just want to sack Constantinople instead. Good luck, Dol Guldur, I respect that. Erebor is also under siege by Gundabad. The Anduin falters. Yes, because I believe I saw Angmar's Might. I believe I saw that on the map. Where was that? Was it this settlement? Yeah, I think this fell to the goblins. Oh, it could have been that one. Or maybe both on the same turn. I don't know. And also there was a settlement here. Was it Ost-Sul? Yes, that was belonging to the Dunedain. Angmar swooped down and took it from them, which has divided the Dunedain. We have one settlement here, 2 up here, and I believe that's all. And the war between Mordor and Gondor is just incredible right now. So many forces on the field. I've got no idea who's going to come out on top. And we got Captain Boromir leading the charge. Right, Gondor's pushed on through. They're going on the aggression right now. Yeah, they're pushing through Caer Andros. They've got a big defence there, and they're just flooding their soldiers across, wanting to go on the offensive, I believe. Evil armies grow. Goblins of Moria has joined. Bjorn's Hall's under siege again. By Gundabad this time. Okay. Where's the settlement? Yeah, that's still fine. No enemy invasions nearby. Oh, but it was the Elves of Lothian who pushed down and took back Rochburg. Are they going to give it rightfully back to the people of Rohan? Nah, they're taking it for themselves. And never mind, Gondor has been pushed back, but Boromir, leading the charge, breaking away, don't know where he's going. Maybe straight for the Black Gate, maybe? That could be interesting. Oh, Khand has sided with the Istari and not with Mordor. Okay, so they've joined the Free Peoples of Middle-earth. Imladris under siege again? Ah, they'll be fine. Okay, so Khand here. How does that affect the game? I don't think it affects the Mordor front too much. Nah, I doubt they're going to send troops all the way around here. But what it could affect is the Dol Amroth to Umbar and Harad front, because that's now an ally for them. You know, this would have been a brutal battle if they'd chosen the other side. But no, instead these two armies now working together to make a push on Umbar. Oh, Harad. It seems like Dol Amroth retook this settlement here, but Umbar, they want it back for themselves. Oh, sorry. The Ardunaim as I should be calling them. Oh, poor Cand, they lost. Yeah, they lost this settlement here to Mordor. That, I'm guessing, is part of some event. I'm not that familiar with this side of the world in Third Age. Never really played it before, but yeah, that looks more like an event, if anything. The invasion slowly arriving. It's under siege, and I believe that is Gundabad that have it under siege. So they'll be the ones to take it if they win. They've got enough reinforcements here, but I think it depends more on the garrison script. Can that save them? And no, it did not. Gundabad successfully completes the second invasion. Good for them, and it makes more sense than when Mordor took Dale as well, because, you know, they're just... stuff's happening. The One Ring moved to Umbar itself. What I was saying was, you know, once they take Erebor, like, all of this land is connected and much easier to defend, unlike when Mordor took Dale. What happened there? So, basic diplomacy. Is this, yeah, just brief check on all the fronts. We've got to be careful, you don't want to lose East Osgiliath. They lost about 1 million orcs trying to take it. Is everything okay on these fronts? I believe so, nothing too much happening. But yeah, the One Ring has been located again. No longer in Isengard, it's now in Umbar, controlled by the Ardunaim. Ooh. I doubt anyone's gonna take this settlement and take the ring, so yeah, we're not gonna see that happen. Hey, well done, Cand. They took it back. No! Hobbiton has been taken by the people of Dunland. No, how could you take poor Hobbiton? Dividing Breeland as well, it's just Bree and this place left. Oh, rip Bree, and I don't know how long that settlement's going to last. Yeah, we've got Angmar here, Dunland, more Angmar. It surely won't be long now. The last stand of Breeland, they've got some reinforcements. Hopefully that will be enough for them. Okay, Andros under attack again. Gondor should hold over. It's a lot of troops. They need to get their reinforcements in. They really cannot afford to lose these two. If they lose West Osgiliath or Caer Andros, Gondor is going to collapse. I've seen it before. I feel bad for Cand, losing even more land. You know, they technically made the morally right decision, but you gotta feel bad for them for losing all that territory. You know, they didn't have to. They'd have been better off siding with Mordor, I think. Really, in the long run, I don't know. Difficult to tell, because I believe then scripted armies do spawn. But they did spawn anyway, I think. Difficult to tell. And Gondor pushes them back yet again. It seems there's going to be quite a big stalemate on this front. I think victory on this front, I don't think is going to be decided here. I believe it's going to be decided elsewhere, like either Isengard breaks through, Gondor has to pull back, and then they lose this, or, you know, something else like, I don't know, Cand puts more pressure on Mordor, they have to pull troops back, and then Gondor are the ones to break through. Something like that. Western Moria is under siege by the dwarves of Khazad-dûm. Yeah, I believe it belongs to the goblins. They could actually take that, and good luck to the dwarves there. And well done to Cand for making progress against Harad. Alright, the dwarves failed, but the goblins came back with reinforcements, and now they've put Khazad-dûm under siege. Ah, poor dwarves. But looking over here, well done Dol Amroth, making a push, putting Barad Hán under siege. But that being said, you know, it cost them a defence. Umbar then puts one of their old settlements under siege, so this could be just a basic trade that we see here. Dale, trying to retake the dwarven capital. Can they do it? Oh, you know what time it is? The barracks event has been lifted. There we go, so now all units can be trained. Dale lost up here, probably garrison script got involved in that. Cand is struggling right now, they've lost another settlement to Harad, they're going to lose another, and they've even lost one to Mordor as well. But the lands Cand loses in the west, they make up for in the east. Harad, although taking territory, is losing territory. And that's not good for them. Ooh, two very large Nazgul armies leading the charge right now. And I've said it a lot of times, and I've been wrong many times as well, but this could be the move. One might actually fall here. Maybe Caer Andros. I think West Osgiliath might just hold out. But Caer Andros maybe. Let's find out. No, never mind. Okay, never mind. Eventually though, they're gonna take it. And it's gonna be worth the wait. It's gonna change everything. Here's a front we've not yet talked about. The Dwarves of Ered Luin versus Angmar. The Dwarves are making progress, taking Goberdrain. Which I'm assuming that's not how it's pronounced, but they did take the settlement nonetheless. Are they going to continue pushing? I hope so. Dol Guldur has crossed the river, joining territories with Isengard. We also took another settlement up here as well. I believe it was this one, from the High Elves. Well, Franvil's elves. What are they called? Woodland elves. Then there, and I believe Edoras is under siege. Yeah, but this has happened before. Rohan should be fine. Isengard has gone to war with Gondor. Or maybe the other way around, because Gondor's pushing their forces through. Could that be all Rohan needs to make a comeback? That could be interesting. That changes the Isengard front very heavily. They gotta be careful. They don't want to invest too many forces to the west. They need some. Well, they've got enough actually. Like that's almost like 5 or 6 full stacks. They should be fine. Never mind. That's a big chunk of land being taken from Rohan and falling to Isengard. Entwade has fallen. Rohan down really to just, I think, 4 settlements. The Hornburg, Edoras, and 2 more. Do they? Yes, Isengard do now just kind of share a border with Mordor. Close enough. And Gondor is pulling back. But they have drawn the forces of Isengard in this direction, so they have helped, even if they are now retreating already. Oh! Wow, I did not expect that. I was just taking a bit of a stretch there. Oh, Edoras, the capital of Rohan, has fallen to Isengard. Wow, well done Isengard first of all, but for Rohan that's a big hit. They've now got 3 settlements left. All of them are cut off. Hornburg stands completely by itself. Oh, Edoras fallen. Fall of the Riddermark. That's a big one. Everbort besieged as well by Gundabad. That should be fine. But Rohan has spawned some armies, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Maybe it could be, I don't know. This army's not going to get far. This army might retake Edoras, but depends on what Isengard does. Depends how they react. Cand lost this settlement here, but the big thing is Linher falling to the Ardenheim. The pirates of Umbar broke through. They took it. That's not good for Dol Amroth. That's really not good for Gondor. That means they're going to have to pull troops back away from this front to now deal with this one. That's just how the AI works. They will be bringing back troops. We're seeing it already. And for Dol Amroth, that leaves this settlement here very isolated. And overall, they're going to be going on the defensive now. Or maybe try and retake it, but they don't have the troops. Forgot to say this last turn, but the Dwarves of Lorien kind of coming to Rohan's aid over here by taking Rochburg back. That was last turn. Hey, Saruman is alive after all. He survived. I don't know where the massive Rohan army went. Probably already dead. And Gondor has broken through Caer Andros. Now, Western Osgiliath is under siege, but their troops are on the wrong side of the river right now. But they could put pressure on Minas Tirith. Maybe not with this army, but I don't know. We'll see how it unfolds. They've got Eastern Osgiliath under siege. Eastern Osgiliath under siege. They're pulling back from Minas Morgul, but they've got enough troops to actually probably retake Eastern Osgiliath and resecure their front line. But it's a shame that elsewhere the Three Peoples are not fighting that well. Erebor fallen to Gundabad at last, and that's a big one as well. That's a big major settlement right there. Is Gondor going to be the one to take back Lynn here? Oh, Gondor, just as bad as Mordor, they failed. The One Ring has been located yet again, and it is yet again in Isengard. The second time in this campaign. Dale is having a good campaign. They pushed over the river. They took this settlement here, probably didn't lose it again, but you know, at least they did take it, and they've taken land off Run as well. Taking Rhubarb. Stretching all the way to the far east. Dale is not done yet. They've taken Erebor from Gundabad. Yeah, as I said, like, Gundabad take it, they do all the work, take it from the dwarves, and then Dale just goes, I'll take it for myself. And after all this time, they've taken Erebor and the capital from the dwarves, and they've avoided war with them completely. Well played, Dale. Well played, that's impressive. Dol Amroth losing even more territory to Umbar. They're still holding on to Linhir, and I believe there's an Umbar fleet. Yes, here we are. I think this is a scripted fleet, with a few soldiers in there. But they are surrounded by, enemies, so they do have to be careful. The clans of the Enedwife did take this settlement here from Gondor, and it looks like they're going to try to take this one as well. That'll be an impressive move if they do. And nope, they failed. The story of this campaign so far. Oh, are they going to do it? Nah, they failed. Oh, but Isengard's giving it a go. Can they do it? Oh, yes, they actually did. It was going to be another no, they failed type of joke to follow instantly after, but they actually did take it. Well done, Isengard. And that's quite a big blow against Gondor. They're going to really struggle now, because now they really are fighting on multiple fronts. Fighting Mordor on the east, they're fighting Isengard in two places. Here and, you know, I guess even over here at some point, which will really help Mordor. Yeah, that'll really help them. And now in the south as well, because Dol Amroth has failed. A new invasion has been called. Where's that done it before? Dol Guldur was under siege. Nah, they're not going to take that. That's fine. Right, where's the invasion for? Surely it's got to be Minas Tirith. Or would they wait until they take these two first? Caras Galadon. Oh. Lothian, their capital. Right, interesting choice against the elves. They've had one for the men in Dale, one for the dwarves, and now they're going for the elves. There we go. This settlement of the former Dunedain has now fallen, which leaves Imladris completely surrounded now by goblins. But will they ever be able to take it? I think Imladris could hold out until the end of the game. It is a very difficult one for them to take. Gondor losing even more land to the Enedwaith. Isengard and the clans of the Enedwaith, and even the Aradinheim, are having more success against Gondor and Dol Amroth than Mordor is. That's going to really help Mordor, because gradually Gondor's forces are going to, you know, dwindle, and of course fight elsewhere. Get scattered across the world. How is Lorien looking? Still holding out so far, but the invasions are starting to arrive. And there we go, the invasion is just outside the gate. Will Lorien be able to hold? Or will it fall? Dol Amroth have got a truce with Harad and Mordor, but it doesn't matter, I don't think. They are struggling right now against Umbar. Gondor's having to help them. And yet again, Caer Andros under siege. Mordor just constantly bombarding them with forces. Eventually, Gondor surely will break. But anyway, that's going to have to end part 2, and I think it's been a very good one. We've had a lot of progress, I think. Well, the AI has had a lot of progress, especially with the fall of Edoras. I think that was the main bit about this. Either that or Umbar breaking through. It'd be one of them. Yeah, Rohan mostly out of the picture now, but they've got a few pockets of forces around, still hold on to the Hornburg. They could bring it back if Gondor helps them. Maybe with a bit of elven support. Yeah, it's looking a little shaky for Rohan right now. But anyway, that's been part 2. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please do like, share, subscribe, whatever it is to show your support if you want to see more. These, of course, do take a very long time to record, going through every single end turn. For you, it's a nice 20-minute video. For me, it's more like 2 hours of waiting simulator. But still, I do enjoy it, and I do hope you do as well. It's very interesting to see. Anyway, I have been MELKOR. Hope to see you for part 3. But for now, goodbye.